Welcome to all of you. In the last video lecture, we have studied about the digital data tabulation spreadsheet part 1 practical activity. So where there we have studied about, or we discussed about some of the things that have been applied in the spreadsheet, that how to start a spreadsheet and how the window of that spreadsheet look, and some of the things like how to add and create a row and inserting a row. And today we are going to discuss our next topic, that is the MS-Excel statistical function, and where we going to study about the sum of the functions in the MS-Excel, that is the sum, average, max, min and if. So in the case of sum, the range of cells, it is going to return the sum of the selected cells. And whenever we are talking about the average, it is the returning the average of the selected cells, and max stands for the maximum value. The range of cells, that is going to return the highest value of the selected cells. And in the case of min, we have the range of cells, and it is going to return the lowest value of all the selected cells. And if by the using if condition or if function, it is going to return only one single value, that is it may be giving us a true value or giving us a false value and giving one result value. So let us discuss by doing some practical thing. So here we have the chart or a table of a student with some roll number, with the student name, and we have 5 subjects, that is English, Hindi, Maths, Science and Computer Science. Here we have only 5 subjects to make you understand regarding those functions or statistical functions. So we are going to start to apply our first function, that is sum. In case of sum, it is going to denote with the sum, SUM. First I would select the cell, and after by clicking on the formula bar, I just apply here the equal sign, and I will use that sum, and I am giving the range from this row, and this means C3, and is to the range from this cell means C13. So I just want the sum from here to here, and I got the answer by pressing enter. Okay, that's my answer. So this is my answer whenever I have applied the formula regarding the sum. Otherwise I can also ensure you, and I can also add like this, the 78 comma 79 comma 75 in the place of this. Okay, so I can also apply the formula like this, and in the case of sum, I'm only going to add the range from which to I apply the sum of that to another number. So in the next we have is the average. For applying the average, there is the sum of the numbers and the total number. So that formula we are going to apply in here, this cell, and to make it visible to all of you, I'm going to resize it. And in the formula bar, by selecting it, I'm just going to apply equal sign. I'm writing the average, and I'm giving the range, and my range is from, again, for here D3 to is to here, that is the 17 D17. This is the column name, and this is the row 17, and I'm just closing my braces and pressing enter, and after applying this, I'm getting the average of those numbers those I have selected, or those I have given the range within the spreadsheet. So next we have is the max. The max function is going to check the all of those cells which have the maximum value. So we are going to apply again. We are selecting first cell and clicking on the formula bar, applying the again equal sign, and for it, if we are going to examine the max for the maximum number, we can also give the range, or we can also write the 75 74 75 again and close it till we haven't written the 77. And in the max I'm going to write equal sign, max sign, that is the statistical function we have. And after writing this, I am going to apply a range, that is from the E column and E3, that is 75, to means is to from where to where, from here to here. Then I am applying again for closing the brackets, and by pressing enter I am getting my answer. So that is 87. So this is my answer, that is the 87. From all of those numbers, the maximum value is 87. I got the answer here by applying the max function. Okay, next we have is the minimum function. For min, I am using again by clicking on one single cell and applying the equal sign. I am using min for the minimum value. I am applying the range from here is to here. So after applying the range, I'm going to close it and pressing enter. I'm getting my answer, that is the lowest number from all of the cells. I have the answers by applying the min function. So next I have the if function, that is our last function in the statistical function, where we are going to discuss through in our book. And if I'm again applying here in the cell and I'm taking it is as equal sign, I'm writing if, I'm applying the condition, that is for the this cell, that is G3, that is for G3 is less than 75, less than 75. Okay, it is less than 75. You can also apply that this is less than 70, and otherwise you can also write that this is equal to as well for 75, or you can also write like it is greater than the 75, then it will be the wrong, giving us the false value. So if I just put it here, it is the less than 75, okay, or also equal to 75, then I have got the answer, that is the true, means true value, otherwise here getting the false value. Just wait, I have applied the inverted commas, again I have to apply the commas, and here we are getting the false value according to the condition. Okay, by pressing enter I am getting my answer, that is the true value. How it is possible? Because I have applied that this condition should and must have to be the 75, it is equal to, so our condition is it must be less than and equal to, so it is equal to 75, that is that's why we are getting our answer, that is the true value. Okay, if I just applied here G3, and that must be greater than 45, and if this condition is going to true, it is giving us the first value, otherwise this value should be the false value. And after pressing the enter, so I'm getting the true value. If I just put it here, it is equal sign or equal to, so it must be I'm getting answer that is again true value, and it is greater than, but it is greater than but not equal to. And if I just applied that is the less than but not equal to, but it is less than, then I'm getting my answer that is the false value. So that's all for today. We have studied about the statistical function, we have done the sum and average, we have applied the maximum function, and we have also applied the minimum function, and we have studied about the if function that is going to return one single value, and if a condition we have specified that evaluates to true, otherwise it is giving us the another value that is going to show the in the resultant or evaluates to the false. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have understood it well with the some this practical activity. I hope all are fine, and thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day, have a nice day.